So Ja Opetaia is being asked to find a new opponent after this guy, Hussein Sankara, suffered a broken ankle. And this is a guy that they was trying to force on him as far as a mandatory out of nowhere, knowing that he's been trying to unify for a minute now. And he's been waiting. He had to wait on the Breeders situation. He tried to wait on the Billiam Smith situation. Him and Zerto Ramirez was supposed to be up next. Now this guy, Sankara, was someone they was trying to force into the situation. Now they've kind of stopped everything that was going on in Riyadh season and everyone else. And now Sankara is kind of being forced into his laps. Like, what is going on with this? Why is he being dropped off on Opetaia, and he already has a load of other things that he's trying to do. And he's one of the most active champions right now in the sport of boxing. And I guess they wanted to go ahead with the IBF. They've been doing a lot of those things recently. And I think more so they just want to be involved in what's going on, especially with Riyadh season and everything else. But even before Riyadh season, they were doing a lot of different things. But over the years, I've seen them have certain opponents and guys wait 3, 4, 5 years before they have a mandatory. And with Ja Opetaia having all these things forced on him right now, I'm not really a big fan of it because he's already active. He's not one of those guys where you gotta. It seems like the guys who will fight anybody, they try to force the mandatories on a lot more than the guys who need to be having mandatories forced on them. And he's in a situation right now where he'll fight anybody. He's not worried about it. He loves the box. He loves to fight. That's his type of style. But today, December 16th, they said that a new opponent would be announced for Sankara's replacement after he pulled out of the fight. They said the pair was supposed to main event at a fight card next month in Queensland. The fight card is to be held at the Gold Coast Convention Center, which Justice Huni will also be on. So I'm thinking that Justice Huni, he was going to be the co-main event, and then Ja Opetaia was going to be the main event. That's a nice fight card. Didn't expect those two guys to be fighting on the same fight card. They're looking for a lot of options right now. They say that his options could be Umar Salamov and David Nkaya and Brandon Glanton, Robin Safar, Jurgen Udagji, and that's the only guys I see right now. And these are guys from New Zealand, Russia, United States, Sweden, and Albania. And those are good options right now. They're trying to figure out what's the best one to pick. With 3.5 weeks out, we need a new opponent because last night I got a missed call from Sankara's manager. He sent me a message to call him urgently because he said there's been a disaster. Straight away, my heart sunk. I rang him back, and he said Sankara had a broken ankle, and he'll be out 3 months before he could train again. He even sent me the doctor's certificate. Francis was on the phone until 3 a.m. on Saturday to the managers of top 15 cruiserweights in the world. IBF rules state that you have to work from the top down. So those boxers we can get. So there are boxers we can't get visas for in time. So we are frantically working to get an opponent. I'm confident we will have one. The event will still go ahead because there are 5 guys in the top 15 who have put their hand up and want the opportunity. Francis now must work with the IBF to determine who that will be. Opetaia will also defend his Ring Magazine world title when he fights his yet-to-be-determined opponent. The 29-year-old is undefeated, 26 wins, 20 knockouts. Francis said that Opetaia was in camp on Gold Coast ahead of his world title defense and started sparring on Saturday. I told Ja about his opponent's unfortunate injury, and he took it in stride, and he will prepare the same way regardless. He don't care. Like I said, Ja Opetaia fight anybody. He's not really worried about who pulled out the fight and who won't be there, anything like that. So we'll see, man. But that's all I got. Like and subscribe.